Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Par for the Course. I'm Daniel Allegretto, and I'm joined here by Julian Garcia.
Hey everyone. So here at the PFTC, we talk about a wide variety of things ranging from current events, gaming, and pretty much whatever else. Today we're talking about whether certain topics are overrated, underrated, or rated just fine.
So, since this is a podcast, we're not going to have a whole lot going on the screen. If you guys would like to just put this on in the background while you do other stuff, that is completely okay. You won't really miss anything at all.
So let's get into it, Daniel.
Yeah, let's see.
All
What's
right.
what's the first
So
topic?
yeah, I have a whole list of things to talk about. And I have some gaming news, I have some current news, and then just some random stuff. So should we start with the gaming news? Or gaming news, just gaming subject?
Yeah. Let's start with games.
Okay. Pokemon games. Overrated, underrated, or perfectly rated?
Hmm. I'm gonna get kind of a lot of crap for this, but I don't think I've played a single Pokemon game that wasn't Pokemon Go. Like I joined in on the Pokemon Go craze in 2016, 2017, and I've like kind of played it a little bit off and on, but I have not played like a mainline Pokemon game or whatever you call it. So I
Did you
would not.
not own a DS?
No, I never. I had a Game Boy Advance. That's what I had in like first grade. I had a Game Boy Advance and I played Lego Star Wars on it.
Lego Star Wars was on the Game Boy Advance?
Yeah, I think it was like the original. Or no, which one did I played Lego Star Wars the original trilogy. So not the first one, but is the second one. It came out like 2002 or something, like before I was even born. So for
Come on,
Pokemon,
man.
yeah, I don't have anything on it.
So what do you even say when people ask like, "Oh, what was your like like first starter Pokemon, all that stuff." You don't know what to say.
Well, I mean, I still know Pokemon. I've just never played the game. Like, I could probably name off a pretty good chunk of the Gen 1 Pokemon, but like just playing the games, I would have no idea. But I mean,
Mm. See, I'm okay, I'm gonna put in my opinion right here. I think it is right now perfectly rated on the verge of overrated. But here's why. So like I've played almost every single Pokemon game, right? And well, not every single Pokemon game, but like the mainstream ones that they had on the DS, and then even the ones like on the Switch. I haven't gotten the like the new one yet. Like the Arceus one or whatever it
oh
is,
yeah, Acreus, I
or
think.
Arceus, yeah. But you see, I'm kind of like a fake Pokemon fan because
Ah,
it's hard for me to like remember a lot of the Pokemon's names. But I've played most of the games, and then I finished most of the games. Um, and it's fun. It's definitely fun, but it's getting very repetitive to the point where it's like too predictable.
yeah. Well, I mean,
But I did watch some gameplay of the most recent game, and they are switching it up a bit, like gameplay wise. I haven't watched enough to like know if there's really like a story to the game, but yeah, slightly overrated.
interesting. I mean, I've seen some stuff about the new one. It looks like it's actually like open world. You can just walk around compared to the I mean, I've seen Pokemon, just haven't played it. Like where it was just a top down view and you'd walk around and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. But I mean, I feel like Pokemon, if it was just that same top down view for whatever, I don't even know how long Pokemon has been coming out, like since the '90s. So
Mhm.
30 years almost of the just the same thing. I feel like man, I would get bored of that. Doesn't matter how much of a Pokemon fan you are, like that. I feel like that would get boring.
Yeah. And you know what? Now that I realize it, I feel like I'm kind of contradicting myself because I was saying it's like, oh, Pokemon is getting kind of repetitive. It's a cool game, but to a point, it's so repetitive that it's not fun.
Mm,
I'm looking at some clips right now, and probably the fact that it's open world and then you actually have to throw the Pokemon balls, right? And then you're not like you're kind of controlling the Pokemon, but I just feel like how you and the Pokemon are kind of separate. That's a very cool aspect. So they probably saved themselves right there, but I don't know what they're gonna do for like upcoming games.
Yeah, well, because they can always or they can't always just top themselves every year. Like you're gonna run out of ideas eventually. I mean,
Mhm.
look at what, like FIFA, NBA, and like all those games. It's literally the same thing every single year with
And people keep buying it, and I
yeah.
won't doubt that they'll do the same thing with Pokemon. I probably won't do the same thing, or I probably will do the same thing with Pokemon.
Yeah, it's just like the yearly model release or yearly release model, like Call of Duty, all that stuff. I don't know, man.
All right. So, I guess we're both kind of in agreement. Well, you have like a different view on it,
Yeah,
but
I just haven't
let's,
played it. So what's the
yeah.
next thing?
So let's move on to another one. Ooh, this one I'm gonna like this one. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Dude. All right, so let me tell you about my experience. I remember hearing about it first in about fourth grade, I think. And
Oh
this
God, he was an
kid,
OG.
this kid Carlos, that's the only thing I remember about him. His name was Carlos. And he told me like, man, there's this like super scary game called Five Nights at Freddy's. And I didn't really I didn't think much of it then. And then, some time passed. It was probably maybe over the summer or something, and I think I saw Markiplier's video on it. I'm pretty sure everyone saw Markiplier's video on it. That's what really got it, like made it explode. That's what really popularized it. So that's when I started following it too. I was watching it. I was like, oh my god, I was super interested in like the lore, Freddy Fazbear and Chica and Bonnie and
It
Foxy
was
and like
genuinely scary too.
yeah,
At
it
least like this
was.
was when I was like, I forgot how old I was when it came out, but I was so scared to even like I remember I would like preview the video, when you can like slide the red button
Yeah,
just to see
yeah.
where there were jump scares were
All
coming
the
out.
jump scare timestamps in the comments, like guys, it's jump scares at 12:04, 18:06, and blah blah blah. I hope this helped. And you always got to
Yeah.
prepare for them. But now looking back, it's like, how is this even scary? But no, at the time, even though it was, oh god, it's like 7 years ago, holy 7.5, because it came out like I think August of 2014 or 15. So like 7 years ago, holy crap.
Holy shit. Yeah. Wait, can I? Yeah, it's not really cursing. I'm fine.
Yeah, who cares? Um,
YouTube can be a little baby about cursing sometimes, but we're not big enough to them to care.
yeah.
Not yet. All right, continue.
Um,
Wait, you never even get overrated, underrated, or perfectly rated.
Well, I'm still okay. I'm still getting
Oh,
to it.
you're giving your verdict. My bad. My bad.
Yeah, yeah. But anyways, so I kind of followed it through the whole story and blah blah blah. So I would say that throughout each like time period, because there's different phases. There's like the original four games, and then there was Sister Location and whatever. There's other kind of middle games and FNAF World. I think people completely forgot about. And then there's what's the security breach that just came out. So I think at the time, back then, FNAF was like perfectly rated. It deserved all the hype it got. It was absolutely terrifying. I mean, you had like 20, 30-year olds screaming their heads off from 2D images jumping out at them. And I mean, it's pretty funny. It's entertaining. Now I would say it's pretty overrated. I still like it. I kind of, I watch Matt Pat's videos on it, but I honestly don't even understand anymore. It's kind of just background noise for me at this point. But I don't know, like the new game Security Breach, you played it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did play it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean it is pretty decently fun, but I don't think I got scared. I mean, I haven't beaten it yet, but I have not gotten
Did you play
scared.
it?
Yeah, I'm still playing
You
it.
didn't think it was scary?
Not as okay. The only time I got scared, I'm not even kidding you, wasn't by the animatronics. It was the doors automatically opening when you like stand
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
That
That was super
scared the
annoying. Yeah.
shit out of me because I was streaming for my friend and I was creeping along and the door just swung open. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Scared the shit out of me. That is the only time I got scared. Every other time, that like animatron, whatever, Chica, what's it called, Rockstar Chica, running up to me, I like did not scare me at all. It was only the doors. So now I definitely think it's overrated just because
Overrated.
it's
Okay,
not
so you think
scary.
it's overrated. All right. Well, um, with the doors, that reminded me a lot of like remember like everyone was scared of the fan in the first game.
What? What?
You don't know like it's kind of like an inside joke where like the fan was a jump scare every time that you put the camera down. I don't know. That was like for a lot
Fan?
of people.
Oh, I never heard
Yeah,
that.
the fan, the desk fan.
But yeah, I know what the fan is. I didn't know it was a jump scare though. I just knew it was like,
No, it's not literally a jump scare, Daniel.
well, no shit. But I mean, I knew people.
I'll educate you on this later, but
Okay.
I think it originated from Markiplier too, but we'll see. But I have to say right now because of its popularity, perfectly rated. Right now, like especially on TikTok, YouTube, it's blowing up because of the most recent, security breach. And then
Hmm.
I played Security Breach, and I'll admit it does not have the same like horror aspect as the first couple games, but it definitely like triggered my flight and fight responses so much, like
Hmm.
so much.
Yeah.
Um, in fact, I have a couple clips that I saved, and then I'll send it to you so you can put it in the video.
All
Um,
right.
but like Chica, oh my God, like the animatronics themselves weren't scary, but my game glitched out several times where it was like it genuinely made me scream. There was this one time that you know how like Chica will if the security guard or robot catches you, she'll like spawn right behind you or something, right?
Yeah.
So I was like in Phaser Blast, and then one of the security guards caught me, and then I flashed my camera. I got her, but I don't see her, so I run in the elevator. I'm like, okay, I'm safe. and then so the door closes, and then like from my peripheral vision in the game I just see like her hand, and I dropped my controller. I did drop my controller, and she was just right there staring at me, but then
In
she
the
disappeared
elevator?
inside the elevator, and they're not allowed in the elevators.
Yeah.
If you run inside the elevator, at least like in my case, they won't follow you in.
Yeah, there's like the safe zones.
Yeah. um so yeah, I'm gonna, and plus the lore is so mixed up, but I like the story of it. And
Yeah.
I like how you can freaking map pat. It's how I get all my information.
Yeah.
I like how you can. There's a lot of endings. I got like one of the worst endings, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I still need to finish the game.
yeah. Perfectly rated. But one of my least favorite FNAF games was FNAF 3. I hated that one.
Really?
Yeah,
I feel like
waste of money.
people didn't like that one.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad.
Personally, I thought it was pretty decent, but I don't know. It was just because it was really different from the others, I
It
think.
was. This one did have more of like a horror aspect.
Security Breach or three?
Three,
Oh yeah, three. I
but
don't know. I
yeah,
thought three was actually the scariest. There was just
it
so
was
there's a lot of complexity to
solely
it.
because of Balloon Boy.
Balloon Boy, because you pop up on the monitor and the Phantom Balloon Boy jump scare you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah. After we spend 10 minutes talking about FNAF. All right.
Yeah, it just switched the like title of the video. It's like FNAF explanation.
Pretty
We talk
much.
about the lore.
All right. What's
Okay.
the next thing?
We're gonna talk about one more video game one, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump to some of the other stuff I have down. So let's talk about. Oh my gosh, wait, no, we already talked about all the video game ones I was gonna talk about. All right, then let's just jump to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh man.
And
Really?
can I, before you say anything, because I know your stance on it, can I like say
Yes,
mine?
you can go ahead, but be ready for me to. I will
Okay,
interject.
okay. This show is so overrated, and I know that I'm gonna get like, I know people are not gonna agree with me, and my opinion is like not the most popular. I literally have friends who like watch the whole thing. You're like, oh, bro, you gotta watch it. No, get to episode 10, you know. And I've made it to like episode like 13 or 14,
Really?
and it is just very mid.
Damn.
And oh, I will admit though, I will admit, um, it's entertaining, but when I watch like an anime, I watch like I'm watching for like story, you know? And
Um,
JoJo Bizarre Adventure Story is
shoot.
everywhere, you know? There's
Well,
a vampire.
it's not that it's
Um,
everywhere. It's just really simple.
it's
Like
crazy.
if you're looking
Oh
for a
wait, simple?
yeah. Okay, well here's the thing. The actual plot of each part, because it's divided into parts like Phantom Blood, Battle Tendency, is really simple. But like the things that happen in it are
Mhm.
bizarre, which is why it's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like part one, kill vampire Dio, basically. Part two, I don't know how far you've gone into it, but I don't want to spoil it. Like part two,
Mhm.
Pillarmen are trying to get Redstone thing. Don't let them do it. So like the plot itself is really simple, but the story is like I can see how you think the story is really just like what the hell is going on? Like what like
Mhm.
I know what you're talking about kind of.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well,
continue.
yeah. I like a confession. I feel like I'm hating on it a little bit too much, but only because I I know it's literally called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but like the characters are very flamboyant to the point where it's a little bit annoying for me. But at the same time, if an anime characters like the characters are bland, then it's not going to be a good show.
Yeah.
So I have a very strict like balance for me.
Hmm.
But what's the new one that like the new series that came out? Isn't it Stone Ocean?
Stone Ocean, yeah, it's part
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, yeah. So I've seen several clips, and that one, like actually like the characters and then the world, like I don't know too much about it, but it genuinely seems interesting to me. So that's why I put myself through like 15 episodes, because I want to get to that point where like I can get to Stone Ocean. Do I need to watch everything else to watch Stone Ocean?
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna get so much shit if I say, yeah, go ahead and skip. Like, you can just watch a recap. Because technically, each, like, there are some parts that are, I mean, they all connect, but really, like, it's just there's certain characters from previous parts, and you don't really need to. Like, part 5, that's Golden Wind,
Mhm.
that's one with Giorno, the meme piano music. That one, that's like a pretty much standalone part. There's almost no characters from previous parts. Like if you wanted to watch just part 5, you could. Part 6, that's Stone Ocean. If you wanted to watch that, I mean, like it's like saying just jump into chapter 42 of a book. Like
Mhm.
you could theoretically, but like why? I don't know. Like I will admit that the first two parts, which is what you're on battle tendency right now, they're they're mid. Like
Yeah.
I would say I like JoJo's quite a bit, but they are pretty mid. Once you get to part 3, that's like whatever episode, I think like 27 out of the whole series. That's the first episode of it. That's when it really starts to kick off. So what a lot of people will do is they'll just skip parts 1 and 2, watch like some recap of it, and skip straight to part 3. And it's like, uh, like I get why you did it, but I still don't agree with it. Also, part 1 has roundabout, like the to be continued meme, so that's why I like it. But that's like one of the only
And
reasons.
I thought that like I had seen it wasn't that like that was a whole thing on Vine, right? A long time ago,
Yeah, I
right?
think so. Yeah, the to be
Yeah, yeah,
continued
yeah.
memes.
Vine, and then like I think even on TikTok, for like towards the beginning of TikTok.
Probably, yeah.
Um I thought the to be continued was an edit. I thought it was a joke.
I thought it was too. And
And
when
then I watched the
yeah,
episode and it was there.
it's the
And I was
outro.
just so thrown off. I watched it on, what did I watch it on? Netflix, I think. Yeah, I watched it on
Is this a
Netflix.
pirated
And
version or
yeah,
something?
I'm like, am I on YouTube watching like a pirated episode? Like,
Nope, that's actually I was like, "Oh my God, this is that
it's
me."
definitely an interesting show.
Yeah.
And if I have free time, I'll 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 give it another shot. But I won't guarantee that I'll stick with it.
Yeah. Well, here's my standpoint on it, on like it as a whole, because I kind of just gave it on first part. I think I think it's rated fine how it is. But also I'm slightly biased because I like 70s, 80s rock. And if you
Mm,
keep watching it, you'll get to it later on, but like the characters' abilities, they're called stands in part 4 and onwards. They're all named after like musical artists, songs, albums, whatever from like 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever, all that stuff. Like there's Green Day, um I can't think of any of that right now. Metallica, King Crimson, right? Red Hot Chili Peppers, um Spice Girls, like just a lot of like, oh wait, that's like a band that I know. And I listen to some of those bands, so it's cool to see like, oh, like that's my favorite band as a stand in JoJo. So I'm definitely biased, but I would still say it's rated pretty much good as it is.
okay. All right. Let's move on to something else.
Yeah.
Um let's go. Okay, I'm gonna let you decide. Um Attack on Titan, and then this we're gonna pick one and then move on to the randoms. Or we can just keep talking about it. We'll see. Attack on Titan or Avatar The Last Airbender.
Avatar.
You pick. Okay.
100%
Thank
Avatar.
God. Okay, this episode just turned into like an hour rant of why I absolutely love the show. Before I get, obviously I already gave in my whether it's underrated or overrated. Do you want to put in what you think about it?
I mean, I feel like people look back fondly on it, like, oh yeah, I remember, I watched Avatar, like, it's such a good show, and for perfectly good reason, because I rewatched it maybe last year, maybe like a year and a half ago, and I had pretty much forgotten about everything in the show, so it was like watching it for the first time over again, and I was so intrigued every episode. I was pretty much just I could not stop watching it. It was so good. All I wanted to do was watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like each character was so likable, right? Aang, Sokka, Katara, like Zuko's what's it called? His character development is like it's crazy. Uncle Iroh, I like just the whole show is so good. And for like a kids show on Nickelodeon, it's crazy. It's I don't know. I probably don't like it as much as you do, but like just for being kind of a random kids show before like it got popular just on Nickelodeon, like it is surprisingly really good, and I think everyone should watch it just for the characters
Daniel,
alone.
Daniel,
Yes,
you're about to make me cry. You just worded that perfectly.
it is
And
such
that's
a
been my
good
issue
show.
like the entire time because I've told a lot of people like it's kind of just one of those like subject like conversation starters like, oh yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender is like the best cartoon ever. Like it's one of my favorites, right?
I would agree.
Um how you mentioned about how like you loved you love every single episode, right? That's because every single episode, let's just no, yeah, no. Every single episode has so much character and world building, which is
Yeah.
like just astronomical to me because you see a lot of today's animes and cartoons and even cartoons back then. There were so many filler episodes that contributed nothing to the world of the actual show.
Hmm.
But then you look at Avatar: The Last Airbender, from beginning to very end, you came out of an episode knowing more about the world, and that is what I absolutely loved. Like I wished I was in the world of Avatar, you know? I wish I was an airbender, I wish I was an earthbender. I would pick earthbending if I had the choice.
I'd probably do airbending. I don't know.
Airbending.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Peaceful
each
guy.
one has their perks.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
fire would be too. I don't know. If you
Mm.
just start like pulling out some flames at school, people would be a little maybe up. I don't know. But yeah, sorry, continue.
Oh, no, no. That actually that works out perfectly with what I was gonna say because obviously super fantasy, right? Um, but I love how it was able to like have a shed of realism in it with like society because firebenders, there's they have their own nation. They really keep to themselves. There's really no other bending race. I don't know if racism probably isn't the right word, but you don't see other benders in the Fire Nation, right?
Mhm.
And and then you see in like as I was mentioning, every single episode gives you more and more to the characters in the world. There's an episode in Avatar: The Last Airbender where it kind of shows how the children and people of the Fire Nation have been brainwashed, thinking they're superior, um like yeah, basically that they're superior,
Yeah, it's like
like they
nationalism,
they deserve to
super
rule over
nationalism.
everyone else. And then Aang undercover, Aang, Katara, Sokka, like literally infiltrate the youth of Fire Nation. They teach them love. Love is very, very generic to say, but um, it was just so, so, so beautiful. I'm repeating myself a lot, but it taught me a lot of the lessons that like helped me be the person who I am today. It was very much that childhood show. I'm probably never gonna forget it.
Very well spoken.
Yeah.
I would have to agree with you on that. There's a lot of world building. Like just one of the first episodes I think is when they meet King Boomy, right? In that Earth Kingdom.
Yeah, I believe it's like this first book.
Yeah, but like they go meet that, so you can see like what an entire city of Earthbenders looks like. Well, not city, but like an entire place of Earthbenders looks like. And then later on, when they go to Ba Sing Se, you can see like, wow, there's like a whole central civilization that has kind of also been brainwashed, right? Because there's like, I don't like, there's a lot of adult kind of topics that are hidden really well into a kids, not hidden, but like put into a kids show, and it's just I don't know, it's just done really well. Like you'd be
Mhm.
surprised, like they have like literal secret police brainwashing people into thinking, oh, there's no war in
There
Ba
is
Sing
no
Se.
war in Bossing Say.
Yeah, like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
dang. I mean, rewatching it, whatever last year, I was like, holy crap! If I was a kid, I would not have understood that. I would have just been like, oh, like they just, I don't know, they're just weird. They don't think there's a war in Boston. I don't know. But now it's like, holy crap. So
Yeah. And I'm so glad I have you here to talk about it with me because you do perfectly what I can't do to where I say I love it, but it's hard for me to like put together the exact reasons why. Like I know my reasons, but you do it like in a good way to where um reason, example, and explanation, right? Simple
yeah,
math class. I
I don't know if that's math, but
oh, not math,
like English.
English. Like you see what I'm talking about here? Words don't
Yeah,
come don't words don't come to me
we
easily.
should do like a full
But
episode just Avatar. Why Avatar: The
oh
Last
my
Airbender is
gosh,
a
you know
great
what?
show.
I'd be so down for that. We can like analyze each book, right?
Takes so long.
Yeah, but maybe another episode. Um, but dang, I had a really good point that I was gonna say, but then I forgot.
Oh, my bad. Was it like
No, no, it was building on what because the reason I was saying is like you do a good job at explaining it is was I was gonna say oh yeah, 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 yeah. Because the like you're looking back at it as a kid, when you're watching it as a kid, you're really watching for the action, the bending and all that. But the show is for a kid show, a Nickelodeon kid show, for it being riddled with so many messages. it's I can't just see it as like a normal kid show.
Yeah.
And that's probably why it's my favorite show. Character, character building, world building, messages, everything.
Yeah. Writing, everything, character development, the whole conflicts, like why I don't know, just I like it is one of those shows, cartoons at least, that I would give like probably a 10 out of 10.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. It's been really hard for me to say that because oh my gosh, my friends do not respect me at all, right? My opinions. And for valid reasons. I'm I have some pretty out there opinions sometimes, but opinions are opinions. And I think I can say that Avatar: Last Airbender is 10, if not 10 out of 10, extremely, extremely close 10 out of 10 show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no show is perfect because
Mm.
like you're never going to get an objectively perfect work of art. That's not possible. But in my subjective opinion, I would say Avatar is 10 out of 10. So,
In
um,
conclusion,
it's a good show. You
extremely
guys should watch it.
underrated.
Well,
Yes,
is
you
it even
guys for
underrated? I
sure
don't know.
watch.
I feel like a lot of people would look at it and be like, "Oh yeah, it's such a such a good show, right?" But
Mhm.
I I don't know. Maybe we all need to do a rewatch as like older, young adults really get the
I
message.
put my younger brother who's 5 onto Avatar and he absolutely loved it.
Well, yeah, because like people of all ages can enjoy it. It's not just
Mhm.
kids can enjoy it, like, oh look, Aang's playing with kids, airbending, he's doing cool tricks, showing off, and adults can be like, oh wow, yeah, it's a well written story. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Okay. Okay,
probably enough about Avatar.
we should probably move on before this like turns into a whole hour of talking about it because I can. And you
Yeah.
know what? I'm so down to like have another episode of like us just talking about that. Um, ooh. And just to like extra like reinforce the fact that I love Avatar the Last Airbender, um, I bought an earring of golden appa. Did I show you? Did I show you this morning? I
Did
showed
you
you, right?
wait?
I bought
You
a golden appa ring, and it's a dangly one too. Earring.
I feel you might have, but I don't remember. Show me
I'll
the
send you.
moment.
I'll send you a screenshot. I'll send you a
Oh
screenshot.
yeah, you can do that. I forgot you can do that too.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's move on. All
Yeah.
right. Let me open up my notes again. All right. Ooh, okay. Now we're gonna move into more current day, more of the real world stuff. Well, not real world. No, that's a terrible way to phrase it. Just current stuff. Valentine's Day.
I've got to. I'm gonna. Oof. You know what? I'll let you go first, actually, because I've got some stuff to say about this.
Honestly, I think it's perfectly rated. I wanted to say underrated. I'm sorry, overrated, but not. I get no girls, bro. I can't. I can't. I have this view of Valentine's Day because I've never been asked to be anyone's Valentine, right?
Oh, Julia.
Shut up. No.
No,
I don't want your pity.
I hey, I've got some Mandalorian Valentine's Day stickers or something like will you be my Grogu or something? I don't know, one of the I will give one of those to you. I will be your Valentine
Oh my god, will you be
if
my Valentine?
if if no one else asks you, or if you don't ask enough. You can ask other people too, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Oh,
maybe you
okay,
can
okay.
save it.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah. Kind of overrated, but I have, this view on it because I have like a grudge,
Yeah.
against it.
God damn it.
Um
Society's has not mandated me a
Society.
girlfriend yet.
Real. That should be a government thing. Like mandate us.
Mandated
I'm gonna sound
girlfriend?
like an incel, but this is a
Yeah.
joke. Mandate us some like woman. Come on, bro. No. That's a joke. I joke. Um, yeah, overrated, but it is nice. It's definitely nice. Chocolate. Those who are couples, it's a beautiful day. If
Yeah.
I get a girlfriend and I spend Valentine's with them, I
If
will automatically say it is perfectly rated. But for now, overrated.
I've got to agree. I'm gonna say it's overrated as shit. I mean, it's a literal Hallmark holiday. I mean, does anyone even know what the purpose of Valentine's Day is? Because I sure as hell don't. It's just a day where people bang, and probably more kids are made on this day than any other day
Oh my God,
in
imagine
the year.
finding out the day you were conceived was February 14th.
I mean, I bet you. Wait,
Wait,
okay,
what's 9 months after February?
I was gonna say, wait, am I in
What's I
February?
can't do
No,
math. What's
it's
9
November or something.
after Valentine's Day? Let's see.
Pretty sure it's November.
The hell? It just told me that India celebrates Children's Day on November 14th. Thank you, Google. Here. November. Uh, Wait, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. November. Is your birthday November?
Nope, it's in July.
All right. I'm sorry to break it to you guys, but if your birthday is in November, your parents fucked on
On Valentine's.
on Valentine's Day.
Oh shoot, dude, my sister's birthday is in November.
I'm s-
I
I'm
gotta,
sorry to tell you this, Daniel, but your parents kind of kissed.
dude. Shit. Oh, okay.
What were we
Well,
even talking about? Oh yeah,
is
you were
it?
asking you were asking like why is it even like
Oh yeah.
a
Like,
day?
who even knows the purpose of it, right? It's just such a now.
I actually
Like,
kind of know.
do you? Okay,
Yeah,
tell me after.
it's
I
obviously
okay.
like it's another way of the government. It's the government's way of like making the US spend money, just when like Easter. Well, no,
Well,
Easter's not a
Easter's
good
got
example because
some.
Easter is a Christian holiday,
Yeah.
but it's also one of those other days where government knows that through what they've promoted and all that, like, oh, buy eggs, because
I don't think
Easter
you
was
buy.
not about a bunny hiding eggs, but then
Yeah,
they turned it into that. They turned it into that so that they could get money. And this is a very, very like generic and bland and uneducated
it's
explanation
like
that I'm
bro
giving it right now.
science, bro logic.
I
Like,
am in no way an expert. I feel like everyone knows it's the government turned it into one of those days like, hey, buy your partner some chocolates, buy your partner a card,
well, I don't even think it's
spend
the
money.
government. I think it's
Or
it's it's
yeah, no, government isn't the
businesses,
right word. Yeah,
corporations. Those are like,
there you go.
let's make this random ass dude super marketable so we can just like chocolate companies, um, people who sell roses.
Mhm.
Uh, I don't even know what else you get on Valentine's Day.
Roses, cards,
Cars,
candies,
yeah.
chocolates, sex. I mean, uh,
Condom sales.
yeah. You know what? Probably. I don't doubt it. But like another example, Christmas, Christian holiday wasn't about a fat man, magic fat man with a red cloak putting presents under the tree.
Lead cloak?
Red.
Oh, he said lead. Like, god damn.
Oh no, he actually, fun fact, he actually uses a lead cloak to like stop the government from tracking him, you know?
That's how they can't detect him on the
Yeah,
radars
that's
and
how they
shit.
can't detect him.
Dude, that's
Come on,
pretty
guys.
smart.
Everyone knows Santa is real.
That's a
He just
joke.
wears a lead cloak.
Joke. Obvious reasons. But yeah, I mean, well, the thing about Christmas is like, I don't think there's anyone that doesn't. I mean, okay, there probably is. But just kind of the holiday seasons, right? That's why people say like happy holidays instead of just Merry Christmas. And we are getting way off topic, but I
Here we
actually
are.
kind of want
Yeah,
to talk
it
about
turned
this.
from what were you even talking about? We were talking about Valentine's Day
Yeah,
and talked about how the government and business is evil and how they're taking our money and putting chips into our bodies so they can track us and how they have a lead cloak on Santa
it's the
so they
5G.
It's the 5G towers. You know what? Funny enough, they put a 5G tower like really close to my house.
Yeah, and
Ever since then, I have my windows closed.
yeah, and you
They
notice
can't
like,
track
oh
me.
man, I have the sudden urge to go out and buy. I have the sudden urge to go and buy a bunch of Valentine's Day candies whenever February rolls around. And then
Yeah.
whenever a new holiday rolls around, it's like, oh my god, I've really got to go buy those hot dogs for 4th of July. I, I
If
don't
you
know.
don't, the chip that they implanted in your brain explodes. Yeah.
I don't think. What if it's like a Star Wars scenario? It's turn on the inhibitor chip, like an Order 66 type
Oh
situation.
yeah, 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 yeah. We should probably talk about Star Wars for another episode. That'd be a really good topic.
Yeah, because this is getting a little long. We're at the we're at the 40-minute mark,
Oh
but
my God, we're already at the 40-minute mark.
yeah, so we should
It
probably
feels
wrap
like
this
we've
up.
only been talking for like 20 minutes.
Well, I mean, it's only half the time, but yeah, we should probably wrap this up pretty soon. But anyways,
Okay.
back to the original point.
Wait. Before then, when should we? What mark should we wrap it up?
You want to just finish up with? We'll do
One
Valentine's
more
Day and
subject?
then one more.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Are we done talking about Valentine's? I said it was overrated. You said what?
I didn't even get to finish. We got
I'm
so
sorry.
sidetracked.
Continue.
We got so sidetracked. Basically,
Yeah, we did.
I probably have a little bit of salty feelings, being single and whatnot, but also just looking at it objectively, like, yeah, it kind of puts all the single people to shame. Like, oh man, you don't have a Valentine for Valentine's Day. Like, man, you must be such a loser. I mean, obviously not always, and there's definitely good
No,
things that
that's
come out of
valid.
it.
That's how I feel.
There's
You're
there's
right.
good things that come out of it. Kids asking their crush to be their Valentines and whatever. They like each other and they go out for 2 weeks and they get heartbroken when they find out that they do other stuff that whatever. I'm not even gonna talk about. But so I'm definitely a little biased because I'm single. If I had, a significant other, I would probably say otherwise. But even just looking at it objectively, I don't know. It just seems kind of like it's a Hallmark holiday. Just like it's for business. It's a business holiday, pretty much. Well, not even a holiday. Still go to school,
Oh yeah.
but I mean, if you enjoy it, then good for you, I guess. But I would rather save, $700 and not have to spend it on someone else. So thank you. Yeah.
I
All
feel
right.
like honestly, I feel like that is the this Valentine's talk was the best place to end off.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I feel like that was good. And we could always talk about more subjects in other episodes. We did not talk about our outro. We did not rehearse it.
Huh.
Do you want to take the lead on that or do you want me to take the lead on that?
I will take the lead.